On se retrouve une nouvelle fois pour une vidéo. Cette fois, ça sera un petit live, ça sera sur Genshin. Récemment, j'ai fait une petite vidéo, une petite astuce. Si vous êtes intéressé, je vous conseille d'aller la voir. C'est une petite astuce sur Genshin avec un succès à débloquer. J'étais pas très présent ces derniers temps. J'en suis désolé. J'ai eu pas mal de trucs à faire. Et là, on va faire un petit live ensemble, on va avancer. Ce sera un petit live de 2 heures. Voilà. C'est parti, on va faire quelques quêtes ensemble. Sur Genshin Impact avec le sourire. Comme il faut. Voilà, je suis connecté au live. Et c'est parti. On va se rendre à Fontaine. On avait une quête en cours, si j'ai bonne mémoire. Faut que je retrouve. C'était où? Bonne question. Ah bah ça doit être là. Bon, on va terminer ça là déjà. Allez, c'est parti. Il a trouvé quoi le chien? D'accord. Non, c'était pas ça. Ce n'est pas ça non plus. Qu'est-ce que c'était qu'il fallait faire renifler? On va trouver, on va trouver. C'était la lettre. Ah ouais, d'accord.
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here?
Ah d'accord. Mince. On va continuer. On va avancer.
Firehead!
Ah ouais.
Busted!
Non, je peux pas.
Ring cutter! No, my sword!
Bah voilà. D'accord, je sais pas ce qui se passe. D'accord. Il se passe pas grand chose en soi. Rendez-vous à l'emplacement suivant. Non, c'est en haut. Mince alors. Allez, rapidité.
Take it easy.
Pas faire du combat, je le savais.
Outlines your fate. Know my sword.
Allez, combat.
Here comes the catch.
On va activer les pouvoirs élémentaires. On va les geler. Et c'est parti. Oh bah c'était rapide. Oh mince, c'est passé quoi? Parler à Bolland. Ah d'accord, il était bloqué. Putain, c'est complexe cette histoire. D'accord. Retourner à l'oiseau vapeur. On va y retourner. C'est là. Espérons que c'est la fin des quêtes cette fois. Ah oui, c'est long. Voilà. Non, c'est pas ça. Ah, c'était la montre à boussole alors. Ça va, ça avance bien l'histoire. La quête est pratiquement finie, on l'avait commencé la dernière fois. Il y a eu plein de rebondissements. Mais on arrive à la fin, je crois. Même pas. On va aller au docteur Mosso. C'est où ça? Ah, là-bas. Non, il y a une pierre. Ah, elle est en dessous sa base. D'accord. Allez faire quoi? Vous pouvez utiliser un nœud récepteur en cristal pour créer une valve, bien qu'il ne s'agit pas. Ok. D'accord. D'accord, c'est comme ça que ça marche. Alors. Ah d'accord, d'accord, d'accord. Bon bah, je savais pas que ça marchait comme ça. C'est bon à savoir. Maman, comme je suis descendu bas, je me suis perdu ou c'est une impression? C'est quoi ça? Bah Bah, c'était l'ombre alors, la réponse à la question.
Gotcha. Let me weave.
Bon, on va les éliminer vite fait.
Time for a light show. Let's go, let's go.
Dans ces ruines se trouvent d'étranges flux de la couleur qui semblent. De plus, des dispositifs permettent de rassembler ces flux. Ah ouais. Là où je suis en fait, c'est une... D'accord. Appeler. Ah ouais, trop bien, ça permet de descendre en plus. Ok, je suis en train de faire une énigme sans m'en rendre compte. D'accord, que je comprenne bien comment ça marche.
Game's up. Fun's over.
On va les finir vite fait, comme ça je peux reprendre ma mission.
Take it easy.
Faut alimenter la fontaine du coup. Faut alimenter la fontaine.
Ring cutter. Take it easy.
Snatch! Can't handle your drink. Fire hazard. Here come the fireworks. Think you can bully me?
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? These are about to get done.
The fuse is lit.
Let's move. Shouldn't be careless. Maybe so soon.
Snatch! Yeah!
You need a hurry.
Quietly now.
Time for a light show!
This is well done.
Time to ring cutter. Gotcha.
Shaken and stirred!
Game's up. Fun's over. Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword. Body and mind. Time to act. Body and mind. Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
That voice! It's Navia!
I didn't expect to run into you guys.
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding?
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still... Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timeline. Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrator, our financial situation, though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're
Whoa! Spoken like a true president. You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court, I'm always forgetting one thing or another. So before I came over this time, I took a page from Malusa's book. And then, since Malus loved you, but after running a
That does sound like you, all right. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
Oh, want to take a look?
Let Paimon see. This looks like a... Okay, Paimon can definitely see...
Thank you for your advice. These are the kinds of things you only really I thought that as long as I
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken. Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Ah, so you're going to head...
Yep, that's the plan. You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just catch a boat and...
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why...
Then let's go. We'll...
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Puss. All right, follow me. The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after...
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory.
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson? Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to...
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub. You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, what...
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying! The Aquabus is so...
Well, it is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggle to figure out... But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My father was always really stubborn from what I've heard.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just...
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
All right. It'll be a while before we get to Poisson.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person? Oh, Paimon, sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but sometimes I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still... Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription. So I will always... Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in, and I've lost many beloved... The fact won't change that they always. But no matter what, besides, I'm the president of... We've reached the...
Navia, do you think she's doing all right? Okay, Paimon supposes you're right.
Take it easy.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Pie.
Oh, hey!
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice.
Thank you for the compliment. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss. Mr. Malus was an
All right. Were you waiting here for me?
Yeah, we contacted us.
You're commissioning...
So, basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done. But since my father was known as Callus the Unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial. But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt...
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson. to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callis and everything they did.
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble. Maybe we can have this conversation.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire...
I agree wholeheartedly.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like that... Just kidding. There's... Thanks for the vote. Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
Mm-hmm. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get...
There's no need for all... Hey, you! Come over here with me. Modeling a few poses. Didn't you say on the boat that Florent, let's grab...
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas? Well, I've actually discussed, so I want to pick your brain for a bit.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
This pose.
But if we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real...
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few...
Oh, Paimon was just kidding! Please don't...
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias. You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else. Ah, by that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure, let's give that a try.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain in their first meet. Look over there, my dear Clementine.
But there's something off with the composition.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like...
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat.
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be...
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
A happy pose.
With all that...
Would we even be able to tell what...
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive...
Could one of you try striking a... That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off. We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them...
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session. Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits. Oh, outfits! Oh, that's the errand I forgot back in...
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callis' case, right?
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? In the end, I came up with an idea, but I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick...
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to pick it up right away.
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a...
We could have just done that... Yeah, sure.
Navia! Florent!
Huh?
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of
That's right. I finally finished. After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to... You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about...
It's good to have you back, Coulter.
And...
let me introduce you. This is Coulter, another of Spina di Ros, but looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked...
Wait, Mr. Marcel?
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it, and then...
Oh, looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners, and...
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like...
Humble again, as always.
Nice, nice. Spina di Rosula always seems... Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malu...
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can...
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
What did you say? This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right?
I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
Luce and Melissa, dead. Luce, I was planning to give him a surprise.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the
Oh, let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything.
Take it easy.
All of this, it's unbelievable.
I think you and I both feel the same way about...
I thought, Mr. Marcel, it's unconscionable to have foreseen...
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. We finally...
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel...
Romu?
Huh. Not a name...
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding... Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of Poisson. But Mr. Callis believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many valuable... Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace. But the two couldn't come to...
And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely...
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't help.
Yeah, you could say it was the price he paid.
Oh, that's a good point. If Callis was really...
Oh yeah, it eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y. But Navia used to be a lot better with taking counsel, with him listening to our advice. But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood...
Huh. I never knew. But from my perspective, Romeu's position...
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with...
So, they thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the...
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt... Of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callis began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project.
So that's...
From that point on, perhaps they've regarded...
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll
Huh. I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeu had my father in their sights, even though Marcel's faction has been... With how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best...
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my...
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as...
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? How about we go out for a walk? I've heard so many incredulous things today. I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down.
In that case, why don't we go back to... Want to come with me again, you two? You...
Of course.
Then let's go! Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on this visit.
We really...
Yeah. Hit. Take it easy.
Are we not taking the boat this time?
It's nice to walk from time to time. Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
Take it easy.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break. Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before.
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great.
Back in the days before the aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods. Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down. The Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callus was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all... And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road is... Oh, I know.
Then let's stay here.
Oh, is this another chance to try some of...
Yeah. Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Okay. This seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most important... Oh, would you?
We should contribute to making the macaron.
Oh, that's great. Then I'll leave the ingredient gathering to you. As long as...
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby for a makeshift table and chairs.
Great. Then I'll prep the stove. Let's... Ah, how did it go? You've all done your part. Just leave the rest to...
Whoa, these macarons looking tasty.
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how
Oh, it's just a hobby.
Have you two seriously never... Oh, I see.
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion. Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down. Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain in...
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
I understand now. Then I am very lucky. I will endeavor to make the most.
We've got no wine with us, but...
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing?
May your travels go smoothly. May the Spina continue to grow. And may All set? Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away. Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
The the demoiselle.
Non.
My mistake, Ma. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep, I forgot.
Navia's always liked.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm. There are few things more uplift.
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve...
Can someone remind Paimon again what?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. She said she used to be terrified of Papa. So, as a result, but the Spina is very different now. She mustered up the courage. Yeah, you could say that. But she said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to...
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision.
Is something up, Traveler? Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
All right.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Stop right there!
Yeah! We knew you were going to be difficult!
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach.
Brothers, there's no...
Rain cutter!
Watch out! Coming at ya! Now, talk. Who are you? And why were you tailing us?
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
If you thought Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation.
We were looking to get... We were discovered. And can't beat you in a fight. We admit it. We lost.
Get revenge?
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much!
Indeed. You haven't got the faint...
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys. Too bad you guys messed up ours first. Huh? You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything. Seeing you like that just really ticked us off.
Listen, Callus is long dead. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with... I won't press charges for your attack.
I understand.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't...
All right. We get it.
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges to... If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation.
I support boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is...
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeo's folks, though. If he did, then we could still have a fight on our...
Yeah, those guys definitely did.
I'd rather things not go that far, since...
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, it's getting late already. So why don't we stay the night in the Floufson? I'll also ask someone to write Florent.
Do we have to stay in the...
We can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks, though. Betcha there'll...
Huh. That... coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to... If you think about it, it would be...
Although, of course, he was a very ambitious man who rarely looked...
And that's also why people...
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? You can use the same room as last time.
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only...
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Sandra? I'll tell my guys to stop...
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy now.
I would... Hello? Are you asleep? Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy night, wanna go fishing? I've got some
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about.
Hopefully I didn't wake you, or don't worry. You don't have to do any actual fishing, if just think of it as keeping me company. Okay, let's go.
Fishing when you're used... But...
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, traveler? Then, let's try...
Honestly, Paimon...
Huh. It might just be some...
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd... My father always had... My mother never had... All the members of the... Can you... no matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case.
Paimon would have...
When I was young, but once, I learned then, because... If you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. Sorry. Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina... And if that's the only...
Is that why you let...
Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
But why isn't the rod automatically...
Oh, there must be something wrong with... We can't let it get away. Come on, you two!
You want Paimon to help too?
Stop wasting time! The boss ain't gonna wait all... We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that in...
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so... I guess...
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure.
All right. So how was last...
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars! So you could say...
I didn't...
See? This guy gets it!
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure it...
Paimon hopes she'll really...
I hope so too. Adele, we're back! We brought you a gift from the court, too.
Whoa, thank you
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just.
Oh, it's all right.
It's been a while!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine.
You're really amazing. And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be. What's in this thing?
Of course.
Oh, it's a Spina.
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were. But it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. So, I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older.
Oh, so that's it.
But you can't
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's wish. Thanks to the protection of the Spina.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
Boss!
Huh? Is something up, Laurent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeu and his folks have gathered out.
What?
It seems like they've been planning this, but Romeu and his folks must have gotten wind as well. We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Puss.
They have smartened up since we caught them.
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well,
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
they want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeu and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus. And if they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will...
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson!
Yeah. If they've been planning this, we have to issue an evacuation.
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine? If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, let's stop their insanity first. Then settle the score with them.
Leave it to us, Navia.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Watch out, boss! What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left.
You mean this was all a... Oh. I get it now. You knew...
Not quite. Though I share their positions on... And that's because, out of the entire...
You better stick close to me.
Romeu promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just hit, but it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky trap. Romeu has lost his patience. I didn't have to be...
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever... But I saw it all with my own... And it was all because of... Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you. Malus and Silver died because of you.
So the shock and grief you showed us before...
Now you're catching on. I heard Malus was dead the moment I... Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened. And back then, because of that aquabus, we had... The years passed by in a blur after that. But then he died. And it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you. I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now...
Don't listen to him, boss!
Have you ever considered that? Have you ever considered that? Maybe you only get... Have you ever considered that? Maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the...
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. Yeah. Look, but... Is that really...
Shut your mouth! I, for one... I don't know how to explain it, but I like her.
I'm sure Mr. Malouse would be extremely disappointed. You somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistake in trap.
Get out of the way, Florent! I don't...
You're gonna have to. Boss, there's no time for this. Stop
Maybe you think you're... But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. Feeling lucky? Watch out! A proper send-off from the Spino with love. Oh, this one's got your name. Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members. If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly. And I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
I don't know.
Let's hurry up there. We have to protect the Clementine line. If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the...
Quietly now. No, my sword! Let me leave you alone.
I'm a rock. Sketch.
Gotcha. Rain outlines your fate. Here comes the catch.
Shaken and stirred. We certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
No, my sword! Witness the power. Quietly.
Pew pew! Can't handle your drink.
Game's up. Fun's over.
These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism. Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff. Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Oh, you found it! That's amazing! That should do it, right? Navi and Florent should be able to relax now. Oh, you're right. They could have said it. They're gonna bury Poisson!
doing this the Spina way.
I heard from Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once a part of Spina di Risula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
I have nothing more to say to them. Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified, please prosecute.
Sounds good. All right. This operation is a wrap. Take him.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone!
Yeah.
But you usually...
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators. Seems like Romeo really...
Got it. Coulter, I can understand how you feel. I am not callous. And I will also never... But I will spend more so that one day...
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. K, there are too many things...
Henceforth. But once you're discharged from the force...
Thank you.
As I thought. Boss...
She is... Thank you for protecting the Clementine. I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the if I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how... A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, seeing it still standing...
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Just give her some time.
Traveler, I want to ask you something. Do you really see me as your part?
Of course.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief.
How do you feel, Navia?
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days. Sorry, partner. I used to think that I'd never doubt myself. Coulter mentioned my parents. Do you think...
Don't think like that. No matter what others think, we'll always
Well, since it's ended up like this, there's something that I've been keeping from you as well.
Florent, I hope you can understand.
Don't worry. This surprise...
Time to act. Body and mind. Time to act. Why is everyone gathered here? And what?
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it, but special time... Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the...
Papa, Mother.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections.
Wow. This is the...
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working. We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past.
With Navia around, we're not worried about...
We're gathered here today to tell our boss that we support you and believe in you whole...
That's what we believe as well.
Thank you so. This really is quite... I never thought...
Time to act. Body and mind. Time to act.
time to act. Let me leave you alone. Time for a light show. Ooh, let me open it.
No, my sword! Gotcha! Here comes the catch.
Yeah!
Ring cutter!
Fire hazard!
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Busted. Take it easy. Time to act.
The fuse is lit! Here comes the fireworks! Look at you!
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy. Gotcha.
Pew-pew! On the rocks!
Here comes the catch. Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Think you can pull it? Time for a light show!
No, my sword! Ring cutter! Busted! Things are about to get done.
Pew-pew! Yeah! Can't handle your drink! Fire hazard! Ha! Ha!
we've got nothing else to do. Why don't I tell you a story? Oh? Oh. Fireworks are for now, but friends are forever. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Wow. Huh? All will be revealed in the next volume?
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. Take it easy.
what my dear sister...
You lead the way.
Let's go out and play! The fuse is lit!
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Let me weave. Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Ooh, let me open it.
line's ready.
A festive reprise! Let's go! I'm a rocks! Fire hazard!
Time to act. Body and mind. Time to act. Body and mind. My sword! Busted! Game's up! Time's over! Time for a light show! Time to rain outlines your tongue. Gotcha. Witness the power. Here comes the catch. My sword!
I'm a rock! Lay on us! Up and away! Fuse a split!
Ring cutter! Busted!
Here comes the fireworks! Pew pew!
Illusion! Clouds high. The birds... These are about to get done. There is no escape! Let's light it up! With teamwork is dreamwork! Illusion shattered!
Time to go. Follow the wind.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Here comes the catch.
As one with wind and cloud.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternally!
We've been to so many places lately. What do you say we take a day off from adventuring and just find somewhere? Let Paimon think. Where are some nice places we could go? Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Outsong? Ganyu! Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived!
Hello, friends.
Ganyu!
Oh, I have some... A guest at Wanmin Restaurant recommended it to me. Apologies in advance.
Wait! Shen...
See? It worked.
Are you...
I'm fine. I just feel...
Huh.
chilly, huh? Master always says a cool head leads to a calm. Paimon doesn't think...
Was I asleep?
Did you not sleep last night? That does seem to... Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin Restaurant.
I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
Me? My name is Gaming.
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. I believe I've heard your... People tell me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker.
Well, you...
My name is Ganyu. This is Shen...
It's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Shen Yun's kite-making workshop, right?
Yes. I have neither made...
Me too! I want to participate in the kite flying cup. Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite your best friend didn't come with you. Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy helping Dr. Baiju lately. Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to...
Wow, you really thought...
As for myself, I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere with But Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop. My motivation for being here might be a little different, yes.
Well, we're all here.
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such...
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon! Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it while it's still warm. Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird! Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest Adeptus. So delicious. Paimon's life is complete.
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. The materials are over here. The regular die. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made
Paimon may have focused a little. Paimon knew she could count on you, Traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any trouble.
We're not in any hurry. It's been a while since... Hey, Gaming! Want to team up?
Huh? But I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the...
You're that unenthused...
No, it's not that. It would take too long to explain. What do you think, Shiyu? Is there a particular
I want a Swanee!
that might be a little hard.
True, but I still want to try. There's... Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design...
Yeah?
One is...
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet.
If you are asking for one's own opinion, when giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings.
Oh, hey!
With age comes wisdom.
Oh, cool! I'm gonna start...
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be...
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start, right now!
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain from putting things on my horns from now on. They're really quite sensitive.
I see.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered what Miss Ganyu's horns feel like.
Huh? Please, I told you. Just call me Ganyu. Well, all right. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch, with no discernible... Oh, still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I should stop. I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next time.
Oh, no need. I'll just refrain from taking afternoon naps outdoors. Anyway, perhaps we should just choose the most traditional style.
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Let's not disturb them. We should get started on our kite now. Let's go! First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at? Oh, if nothing else, maybe we're not at... Now, what expression should we give her? Since the kite is going... Ooh, like this? Ooh. Now that we've decided... It's done! Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right. Gather around, everyone.
Oh! Shenyun's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Wow! Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow! It's... Yep. If the tail wasn't split in two like that, if you look...
I did the painting. I stared at the paper. Or should I say that I'm...
Oh! Well, now that you mention it, Paimon can see it too!
Exactly. So I simply...
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow. The disciples of Adepti really are something.
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the...
The Swanee that Gaming, the eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao. It's all thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer's guidance.
What about your kite, Traveler?
Ta-da! Here it is!
Its self-important countenance bears a striking resemblance to that of its namesake.
It makes her look like she's already won the competition. Well, that's gonna happen one way or another.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh? Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory without one's permission? Oh, and to do so by making use of this crude piece of mortal machinery. One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence. Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer! Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud Retainer?
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
There's wind up ahead! Looks like we can glide over! It's right there!
This fontaine...
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive.
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its last look?
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Out. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels...
Your concern is Miss Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. On the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on...
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can...
One presumes that the...
Huh?
Regard the situation with which we are now
One's fault. One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solitary and... Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of some...
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay silent.
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lantern Rite. But what about the Moon Shaper?
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not.
That is not our kite.
Oh, so an adept...
Ah, you're an Adeptus? I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain.
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint! Well, and if that's all, then...
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Shinyan. Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper?
You?
Okay, now Paimon's getting away.
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up.
Then you are not angry?
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is all...
We were simply... However, we are far from being...
Your prowess in mechanic...
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
We're leaving already? All this flying from place to place is wearing Paimon out.
They're back.
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired themselves out playing with their kites. Gao Ming offered to escort them home.
Before he left,
Oh? What did he say?
he said, "A kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it." He looked quite dejected.
Now that you mention it,
A reflection of himself. If I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol.
Shenhe?
It may be an exceedingly slim and distant. If Gaming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself,
well, people often have different points of view depending on their mindset and experiences, right?
it's just like some people can eat.
Exactly. That's why
tolerance and understanding?
We were just chatting.
One was merely night fast approaches.
Oh, it's been so long since I...
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities. Shenhe?
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help too.
I can feel the wind. Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check.
How do we look?
Huh? She asked them just like that?
You look pretty too, Ganyu! Oh, how should Paimon put it?
Given that one employed the services of the best... What colors have you been partial to lately?
Lately? Why is Cloud Retainer suddenly...
I like black.
One is gratified to see one's disciple has inherited one's own...
The color black doesn't get dirty easily.
And you got...
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable.
Yes, very.
Thank you, Master.
One is content, as long as you are pleased.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting... This golden crab's particularly good. It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with chap...
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon looking after... Oh, well...
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud Retainer.
One has high standards. He appears to be a young man of much merit, and...
It appears that he wishes to break free.
Kite string.
Where do we even begin?
One has only heard...
He ran...
Oh?
Ran away, you say?
Oh, okay.
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, he possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color pairing, but also for what accessories could... At a gathering of Adepti, Bonanis once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Monogius made for her was too long and impractical. However, when one asked Monogius' opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to enhance her adepto countenance by exemplifying a and later... one means to say that Lantern Rite should... It is a time to address problems before fate is fixed.
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adepto arts could be of use.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our effort. Aha! One has an idea. How about... Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep.
One's designs never fail. Now then, I counsel rest for all.